Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you hear this reading. Welcome back to Sacred Sensuality. This reading is a reading based on the new moon. The full moon. I basically asked, what is it that the collective needs to release? What is going to come after the full moon? So interesting, something came out, and I actually just remembered I forgot to pull one more card. Give me 1 second. So, Spirit is saying you have to make a sacrifice right now for the future. A lot of you have really good psychic abilities, and you're not tapping into it. And let me tell you something about that psychic ability that you have. By tapping into that, you are going to be able to unlock your prosperity. Okay? Spirit is saying they want you to move on from something. It is time to either make a physical move. This could have anything to do with a job, love, business, or something. Only you will know your situation, but Spirit is saying that it's time for you to release. It's time for you to release something and move forward. Whatever conflict, whatever difficult thing you were going through, whatever petty, I'm also feeling petty energy that you were going through. This is the second time I felt this tonight. Spirit is saying, let it go, and go forward. Now, for some of you, Spirit is also wanting you to sit the hell down. So if you've been spending a lot of money, if you have been traveling a lot, Spirit is saying it's time to stop. It's time to get serious because you're playing around with your spiritual abilities. Give me one more card, please. Excuse me, one more time. Okay. All right. So Spirit is also telling you that if this is something, for some of you, this is love. For some of you, this is money. For some of you, this is just simply day-to-day life. If you are in any type of relationship, and I mean any kind right now is the time to be planning some type of exit. I'm feeling that for some of you, and I kind of hate to say this, but it's true because it's just we live in this type of world. You may have to kiss a little bit of ass at work, play nice, pretend to be nice, fake it till you make it, basically, is what I'm hearing. You may need to network with people you don't necessarily care for. Not that, you dislike them. That could be a possibility, or hate them or anything like that. It's just that some of you could just be the people who are like me, just want to go to work and get the hell off. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. If I just so happen to make friends, good, good for me, good for you, good for us. But that's not my primary reason here. I don't get up in the morning to make friends. I get up in the morning to pay these damn bills, right? So if there's a position that you have applied for, if there is a person that you want, and you said what you said, you applied, you did what you did, you did the whole pretend game to get what you wanted. Please, I'm hoping that for many of you, you did not do the pretend just to get a person, because we don't want to do that. We don't want to pretend like we like somebody to get them for whatever reason. That's not good. That's not cool at all. But when it comes to a job, Spirit is saying it's okay to save face. It's okay to pretend for a little bit. Because with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, she knows how to play the game. She's very strategic. So this is the time to use whatever strategy skills that you have available, to make the right decisions, because these decisions, and you know what game you have to play. You know what politics you have to play in the office or at work. This is basically Yes, I am serious. I am here to do my job. But hi, Bill. How are you doing with your fat ass? Even though I don't really like you, but I know you can help me get me that letter of recommendation or something to the next position. You know what I mean? And I don't mean fat ass in a bad way. It's just, something that came out. But so it's okay to pretend right now. Fake it till you make it. So Spirit wants you right now to use your strategy. Be strategic. Get rid of whatever fears you have. And I see with the Queen of Swords, like I said, because she is very decisive and she takes no shit. If you were being passive, now is not the time. Spirit wants you to get rid of that. This is the perfect moon to get rid of that, right? Also here, you're being called to help someone. I don't know who this person is for you. When you help someone, I'm also giving, some of you may need to give a shout out to someone that you work with. They may have done something for you or taken you out, help you get that position or something. Now it's time for you to return that favor. However, for many of you, you have to do something nice. Spirit wants you to stop being so goddamn stingy. Quite literally just heard that. You have the Page of Pentacles here and the Magician. Because Spirit knows that you have the ability to make shit happen. Whatever low self-esteem that you may be having regarding any type of situation, Spirit is basically saying, straighten it out. Straighten it out. Sometimes, and it's true, we can get our self-esteem from helping others because we remember when we help those who are not as fortunate as ourselves. Damn, I have it good, maybe I shouldn't complain so much. Maybe I should really put all of my talents to use. And sometimes that is the case for some people who are homeless. Unless there is an extreme situation, 95% of homeless people don't want to be homeless. They didn't ask for it. It's just something that happened. And they got accustomed to it. If you're like me, I have a very strong affinity for those who are houseless, for those who are less fortunate in general. When you talk to them and you listen to their stories, you're going to see all the potential that they had. It's going to help you understand them a little bit more. And if you're one of those people, well, I'm not giving that bum any money because they're not going to do nothing but buy drugs or whatever with it. You, Spirit is quite seriously saying, stop that shit. I even stopped that a long time ago. When you give someone who you see and you may think in your heart that, hey, this is a person that needs help, so I'm going to give them a couple of bucks. What they do with that money is none of your business because it is no longer yours. That is between them, their God, the universe, whoever. It has nothing to do with you. The only thing you should be worried about and you should be thinking about is, did I give this from a space of good intention and care, and not necessarily expecting something back in return? So in a way, Spirit is saying here, stop collecting and give something back. Stop being greedy. Stop wasting your talents. Use it, because if you don't, some of you could have the potential to be like some of those homeless people. A lot of untapped potential. And sometimes, yes, it is a lack of resources, but sometimes it is also a lack of support. But you have spirit support here. For some of you, if you want to go back to school, that's a good thing for you. Others of you, I'm feeling that you may need to do a kind gesture in lieu of children, students. That could be mentoring. Now you're doing this, when you do this, you're not doing it to get something in return. You're doing this because yes, you are going to get something in return. You're going to get it back tenfold. But you're doing it because you want to, and it's out of the kindness of your heart. So Spirit is saying, use every talent that you have and stop sitting on it. Get rid of the I can't do it, because you have every tool available to you. Some of you, this is a relationship, and it could be any type of relationship. Spirit wants you to let go. If you're not and you're unable to let go for whatever reason, because everyone has different circumstances, and always it's easier said, let go, walk away, leave this person alone. It's so easier said than done. And as a person who's been through that a few times, I understand. There's something better up ahead for you. No matter what type of relationship this is. For some of you, this is strictly a romantic relationship. There's something up ahead for you, whether that means this person is going to, they have something better in mind for the both of you, which is not something I necessarily see, but I'm not ruling it out. But Spirit wants you to take that leap. Letting go is going to open you up to so much, because the next cards that you got are really good. And I did ask, what is going to happen as a result of you letting these things go? Your status is going to improve, number one. Yeah, your hard work is finally going to be seen. And you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is telling me that for some of you, you could have already been in the process of implementing these changes. And the full moon is revealing to you why you need to get rid of these things, why Spirit wants you to get rid of these things or these feelings. Some of you are going to be in a very strong leadership capability, making some really good money. You may see a very big salary increase. There's a chance for happiness. Once again, status changing. You're going to be affluent. In oh so many words, you're setting up. By you doing this, you are creating an inheritance for your future, but also for some of you, because not everyone wants children, right? For some of you, this is something that you did inherit because you had the courage to get rid of the negative things and negative patterns. In addition, there's a graduation for you coming up, and possibly an initiation with the World card. You're being initiated into something that shows that you have achieved whatever it was that you had to do. The rewards are coming to you. It is the end of some type of journey that you have been on. You're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel fulfilled. What's clarifying that is the Nine of Cups. This is something that is going to make you feel so happy by releasing these things. Even if that is releasing, if just say you can't physically leave your situation, especially if you're a person who is with someone and you know that person's not good for you. But even just simply releasing the fact that this is a person that's going to change and you know they aren't, even that is going to give you a boost. That's the first step. Spirit is recognizing that. You're going to be so satisfied with life. Um, you're going to be sought out for many opportunities. Just happy, satisfied. And you're also going to be celebrating. For some of you, this next person that you are about to encounter, this is a person who fulfills everything. They check the boxes for you, the most important boxes for you. Releasing these burdens that you have, and you have the Ten of Wands. You are, it's like because you released it, because the burden is no longer gone, you have, it's like your intuition could have been developed more. Like I was going back to the first card, your psychic senses could be opened more. You're more empathetic because you've learned to give to others instead of consistently consume. You have learned emotional restraint in ways that is healthy for you. Um, your spirituality could be expanded as well. And you may find a new family or a newfound love of family by releasing that burden that you had held on for so long. Ultimately, with the Ten of Wands, this is a person that has been through a freaking lot. And when he lays that shit down, he's like, I'm done. I've completed every task that I was done. I've battled every battle that there is that life has thrown at me, and I'm glad that I'm done. So that's your graduation. Your graduation is expanded intuitive awareness and psychic abilities. In addition, you are going to be ridding yourself of so much anxiety, depression, worries, um, low self-esteem, feeling hopeless, feeling like no one cares, no one has been listening. That's not true. Spirit has been listening, and Spirit has been seeing that for some of you, there has been a third party in your whatever relationship that was that disturbed what you had going on. They're very much aware. And because for some of you, you decided to let go of that, could be a romantic relationship or just a relationship, business bad relationship that went wrong, you're going to become abundant because of it. You got the Nine of Pentacles right after that. Spirit is saying, really, some of you are sick. And I don't mean that in a sick, crazy, strange, deranged way. No, I mean like physically your bodies. Go to the doctor, because that could be stress affecting you. For some of you, it could be your gut. And that's maybe why your intuition was blocked. But I'm sorry, that was just a message that just came through randomly. But you'll get a chance to be around people who are going to be your type of people that you've always wanted to be around. Like I said, that newfound love of family, or even making new friends who feel like family, or going back to friends who you forgot were like family. There's a side hustle that some of you may pick up, and you're going to make really good money off on it. And just to give you a heads up, it's going to be a while before you see like the real money. I'm hearing up to 10 months for some of you. You're going to be seeing, it's going to be a while. But that extra income is going to give you the affluent status that you seek through laying down all those burdens. What is interesting is the first card that I pulled, it's saying shedding. You are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You will work well in healing and medicine. The Queen of Cups is a healer. Some of you, it's just time for you to take a break. You have the Four of Wands. It's time for you to, once again, go to the doctor, please. For some of you, you may just need rest. I'm feeling that some of you are just really stressed out, and releasing some of that, your health is going to be restored. Some of you may be put on doctor's orders to not work right now. Spirit is saying, take that time. If you are being put on orders, let's say you took FMLA and you were being put on orders to have a limited reduction in hours due to whatever sickness or whatever, or just decided to take off the full amount, right? And you get a portion of your check. Spirit is saying, use that time to cultivate, plant your seeds. Plant your seeds. Because it's going to help you get better. So yeah, use that time for reassessment. What fell out, this is why I said for some of you, this is a love reading. What fell out is a Six of Cups. It could be love. It could be a past work situation. If you're feeling the call, feel the need to leave your job for something different, something better, Spirit is saying, run, don't walk. But you run in a very composed way. You run in a strategic way. You do so with courage. This is going to be a time for you to show leadership. The Knight of Swords, he's the fastest moving knight, and sometimes he can be reckless, right? But his energy is also bold. It's also, you know what? I just decided. It's that feeling of waking up and saying, I decided I'm not going to be depressed about my past or my situation anymore. I decided I'm over it. I'm done. So if you're feeling stagnated, run in a strategic way, because you also have ups and downs, and it talks about your job, your work being, it can be stagnation and it could also be advancement. It says, if there's hope, allow yourself to move on if needed. So that's that strategy that you're being called to move during this full moon. I want you guys to pick a number, because I asked the timing of these things. The first number is 48. The second number is 55. If you want to pause this video, you can do so that you can look up what those numbers mean. I won't go into detail about what they mean, but apply it to your situation. If you have chosen 48, if you have been indecisive, know that you have been causing delays. within yourself. That is what is stopping the timing. However, if you start making strategic decisions and moves, there is a very strong chance that you will see things cultivate for you or begin to move, even if it's slow movement, by the next full moon. If you have chosen 55, that is telling me you have decided to remain where you are and you do not plan to make any real moves. No, I'm not chastising you. I'm making you aware. Tarot is choice. Tarot is free will. Tarot is forearmed. Forewarned is forearmed. Okay? If you sit where you are in whatever situation, relationship you are in your life, you are freezing your abilities to do what it is that you need and want to do. And by doing so, by causing that huge delay, you will only see things come to fruition in the next couple of years. Okay? These are not facts. It is a warning. It's just what the cards say. I'm just a messenger. So I implore you to use your time wisely. If you have been called to this reading, you've been called to this reading for a minute, because Scorpio moon is about revelation. And if you choose to ignore what is revealed to you, you have chosen to delay your own advancement. Now, that is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I do hope that you guys come back again. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you do. And I want you guys to have a good rest of your day, evening, or morning. Bye.